welcome back. As you can see, I've been pretty busy this week. I'm running all the wiring at the moment to go from the front of the car to the back of the car, and running different circuits and stuff for more lights, for brake lights, for running the power forward to run all the components at the back, and then running keyed power back. And the reason why I'm running all this now before the car's sheeted is because it's, as you can see, with all these air lines for the airbags and wiring, it's so much easier to pull this stuff through now. And because we're using panel bond to put the panels on, we don't have to worry about heat from the welding. So all this stuff can be done right here now. I've got some LEDs in here. Put some LEDs in here. You can see them here. And what they're for is because when we want to pull the batteries out or work on the compressors or anything, I need to be able to see what I'm doing. It's so much easier to do it lit rather than try and get a flashlight in there and do it that way. And also you'll notice what I use a lot of here is this is actually just a connector board. And rather than just join the wires together and solder them or use connections, at least with these, if I want to run a wire off, so for instance this one here, as you can see, has got right written on it. This one here I can run straight into the connector block, and then I can run the other wire to the other side of the car, and that's for the right indicators. And I guess this is probably a good time as any to bring this up. I'll show you the machine that I use for these later, but these actually will save you so much time and heartache by putting, I know this is a brake light, I know this is a left indicator, this is a spare, this is out for LEDs under. By having these little tags on there, I know that when I get to the front of the car, because sometimes you end up with 2 red wires or 2 black wires or 2 green wires. If you don't mark them, you've got to start trying to test continuity to see which wire is which. But by simply putting the little tags on, you can see exactly what that wire is. And when you come back in a year's time or whatever, if you've got a problem that you want to work out, you can always look, okay, well that's the right indicator. So something like that will save you a whole heap of time. Now because, like I've said before, we're running 8 airbags on the car. So as you can see, I've got these pretty much plumbed up now. I'm just waiting for 2 more fittings to go here. But these will be front and rear. So these will be left, and then you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're the solenoids, the 4 solenoids, and these are your exhaust solenoids, and these are your inlet solenoids. So when you run your tubes, you need to know which is which. And then because I want to make this really easy to get the body off of the car, so what I'm doing here is I'm actually going to run, these are the 2 yellow ones are from the compressor to the air tank. So I did those yellows so that I could remember which one was which, and the black ones are actually to the airbags. So we've got the two running from here and the 2 feeds, and then there's ones there. So when I go in, mount these in the car, I'll actually use a bulkhead fitting, so that to get this body off of this car, all I've got to do is just press the push to connect fittings, bam, the body's off. And the same with any of the wiring that I run through, it's all going to be push to connect and make it really, really simple to get this body off the car. Another thing that's happening from here, we've got some other stuff going on. Tom and Amy are actually starting to work on our porcelain there, so we'll see what they're doing in a sec, and then I'll give you a run through on the machine that we use to make these labels. So they're quite good to have. So let's go see what Tom and Amy are up to. What's going on, guys?
Hey, good. We're doing all right. We're finally. This is more like what we're talking about under there.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So what we're thinking about right now, though, Shaun, is like, because every angle kind of matters, right?
Yeah.
So even though they'll probably be looking from here, but what we have here is this dent here, but then transitioning from here to here, we think we might need to fill in a little more material to help give us a nice transition.
Yeah, get your nice flow through.
Yeah, because this little edge here is just that's the problem.
Yeah.
If you look at it straight on.
Then maybe bevel to a point.
And then this.
Oops. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. So this is thin enough. After I do this on that one, it'll look pretty good.
Yeah.
And then in here also.
Yeah, yeah.
Lift that up. This
I'm
is a
just
little
gonna
thick
add
still, I think.
enough
Yeah,
of a
probably that is a
ridge.
little bit
Yes.
thick, yeah.
Yeah, but I'll add enough of a ridge to transition us from
Yeah.
here to this point.
Right.
And then we want to, I think we want a nice bevel to happen, right?
Well, no, it's
Do you
gonna-
want a bevel on both sides to come down to a nose?
I mean,
or
you know,
a
you
point?
could do it like this and then come in.
I like that,
Like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Right.
If you wanted that bevel, if you
Right.
wanted that, we could do it.
If you want like a nice.
Yeah, I like that what you just did there, Tom.
Yeah.
Like Art Deco.
Right.
to-
Yeah.
That gives you like,
To an edge,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, because I
nice,
could do
okay.
that all the way up the
Yeah, that'll look
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
That'll look
So
good,
let me
yeah.
grab a little bit of
Okay,
porcelain.
so we'll do that.
That's what the good thing is, working with this porcelain, at least you can make changes on the
Oh,
go.
yeah.
If you're making it
Yeah.
from steel,
Yeah.
Oh, no, forget
and you
about
decide
it.
you want to change your profile, that's another
Right.
week's
Yeah,
work
you're
doing,
done.
you know, at
So
least this is
We're
great.
gonna look at it from here, and if we just kind of get whatever profile we wanted to have as far as this profile,
Yep.
right, from sculpting, and then that would give us an idea, and then take this down. But if we can somehow transition from there to there, a little more smooth, right, then
Yeah.
you have this still, but I think it really needs to have that, almost like it's part of a bat wing
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. It needs to have that continuous
I'll
motion
put that
right
ridge in a
there.
little more, I'll clarify that a little bit more with my thumb.
Yeah, yeah.
So unfortunately, though, we'll have to have a bit of a thickness in that area, I think, though, Shaun, in order to get it to
don't know, that's
transition. What do you
pretty damn
think?
thick.
Yeah,
And then
that's
come
pretty
down
thick.
real thin here.
You can't go
That's too
like
thick. Yeah.
that and bring it up in the center. You know what I mean? Like
That's
Yeah.
true, you're right.
bring from here.
We would still
And then run it-
scoop.
yeah,
right? It would
yeah.
still scoop, right?
Right.
But at least we'd have, it might need to have a ridge just to transition us, though,
Yeah.
from that eyebrow down to the nose, I
You
guess.
get like there. You guys are the sculptors,
And then
so
we're gonna go a little more like that. And then we want to bevel that, right?
Yep.
We want this to be beveled
yeah.
a lot, right? We'll even take that profile down too. You want, we can come down to a nice, sort of a flat, you know,
Yeah.
with that pin to
Or
it, which
even
is-
go up.
Ah, okay, hey, that
Not,
works.
yeah, not that
Okay.
way. Can I don't know.
Yeah, here, we'll just
Is that
do
what
it
Tom had before looked
like
good?
more like
What he
that.
had.
Well, no, it was just my thumb had it. It went around that edge like that. I had it was two, and then underneath there, so you actually had a little,
Oh, is it coming?
a
forward
ridge.
little
I mean,
bit?
if that's, you know, that's what the other stuff has, but it's really accentuated then. Maybe too much, I don't know. See what, you'd have to do it like that. It came
Get a little more like that.
in both sides.
No, I liked
No.
what you had when you. Can I just press that?
Okay.
Go for it,
You had it
go
more.
for it, yeah.
Yep, I see now. That was where
Yeah.
we had it.
So it's almost like it's rolled in a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
roll-
actually,
roll
it
it.
looks like it's
Yeah.
extruded
Like rolled in and then rolled over.
and then rolled over.
Oh,
Then you go in
perfect.
underneath it, see?
Yep, and edge it
Well, yeah, and
underneath,
then yeah.
like a tiny bit.
Right, well, like up here.
There you go.
Yeah.
A little bit, like that?
Yeah.
A little
Yeah,
more?
so we
Okay.
can do that all the way up the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, so that's just sort of more of that.
And
Yeah.
then this transition right here will be more like this, Shaun.
Well, you can almost run the same in here, and then
Yeah.
where, if you kept that the same sort of height,
Right, there you go, you got
Yeah,
it, yes,
we can
right.
wet that down and really make
Right.
that nice.
Yeah, like that
and on
can-
both
Right,
sides.
just so that
Just,
profile though is a continuous nice
yeah.
movement. Yeah, that
So yeah,
works.
that's right. Yeah, like that side's.
Great.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, and then we
Okay,
come in
so
underneath and it'll shadow it.
Yeah.
A little bit like out of there, right, like.
Yeah, and I'll get that tool, we can go shadow
Okay.
underneath it.
We'll clean it up really
Well, there we go.
well.
That's
Okay,
that's a
good.
bit of porcelain work there, and yeah, that's what's good about using different things. You start to learn what's going on, and you know, we can make it exactly how we want it. So, call back next week. We'll see what we're up to. Hopefully, I'll have this thing started to do the sheeting on it and get it looking more like a car. But you know, it depends what they give me to do during the week to how much I can get done. So, good talking to you again. Come back next week, and we'll show you what we've got happening then.